Hello everyone. Today we are here with our second lecture of business environment. Our topic is environmental scanning. In environmental scanning, we analyze the information regarding all the internal and external environment of the business. What is the process? What is the insights of the business? What are the work source of the business? What are the information source of the business? These all are shared here. So basically, an environmental scanning is the process of gathering, analyzing, and dispensing information for tactical or strategical purpose. Here we count out the monitoring of organization's internal and external environment for detecting early signs of opportunity and threats. It may also influence the current and future plans. It may also comparison the surveillance. It may also confine the objective of narrow sector. It is basically a monitoring and interpreting the sweep of social, political, economical, and ecological or technological events to spot budding trends that could eventually impact the industry. The purpose of environmental scaling to provide strategical intelligence by evaluating potential significant environmental changes, it conveys both current environmental status and how it is changing trends. It alerts planners to trends that are converging, diverging, interacting, accelerating, or deaccelerating. It is basically an ideal end goal that allows the adaptive planning before these trends occur or fully develop. Features of environmental scaling. Features are it is an holistic exercise. Holistic means this is basically a not a partial study, it is a total study of environmental components. It is basically different while it is in explaining the factors that have been divided into specific components. At journal in an industry level. Since it is imperative to know opportunities and threats, it is a need to analyze the factors of components together. These components are independent or interdependent. In case we take it one by one, it would be futile exercise because particular components might speak of only threats or opportunities. Hence, there is need for overall study together in order to trace the opportunities and threats. Now it is an exploratory process. What is more important is that this process is exploratory or heuristics, or some experts put it. Basically, it is in monitoring. The environment or environmental search is related with not only the present developments details, but it also the future. This is the process of moving from known to unknown. This is basically the future dependent approach. Who you are, why you are, what will you be, these are all the exploratory process. It is continuous process. Environmental scanning is continuous process. It never ends. It stop, it doesn't stop, go, but going on forever. It continues scanning helps to pick new signals and triggers in overall pattern of the intertwined trends. This calls for detailed and meticulous studies to close up or fisheye. To basically it is a continuous process, never ending. It gives the different shades. It is indispensable. Why it is indispensable? Because environmental scanning is so basic and strategic that strategic movements management swears by environment scanning. Without scanning, it is almost impossible for the organization to trace the opportunity and associated threats. And the strategy formulation and implementation which speaks of future. The task of strategic management is basically to develop the alternative solutions, of which the best one is to be implemented. To choose the strategists has huge stock of possible alternative solutions, this generation of maximum possible alternatives, so it is indispensable. The common features of environmental scanning. And business environment, basically it is totally of external forces, the sum total of that affect the business directly or indirectly. It includes specific and general forces. Just like specific forces, factors which affect individuals firms directly, just like customers, suppliers, investors, competitors. And general forces, factors which may affect an individual's firm only indirectly, just like social, technological, political, economical, etc. Interrelated. Why it is interrelated? Because different elements are closely interrelated. Now dynamic in future, it keeps changing. Uncertain, it has difficult to predict future happening. Complex because it consists of numerous interrelated and dynamic forces. It is relative also just because it is in nature to relative. It differs from country to country, time to time, reason to reason. Now, internal and external forces. The environment of business comprises of internal and external forces. In internal environment includes plans, policies, employees, business objectives, etc. And the external forces includes micro environment factors including customer, supplier. It is comprises of two types, micro and macro. Macro factors comprises of social, economical, legal, technological and other factors which are unpredictable and uncontrollable. After that comes scope of environmental scanning. In scope, we find out that it has external and internal both analysis. In external analysis, we find out macro environment that has pest analysis and micro environment that has five forces analysis. The business environment has internal environment and external environment. In internal environment, it has value system, mission and objective, organizational structure, corporate culture, quality of human resource, labor unions, physical resources, and technological capabilities. But in external environment, it is divided into two forms. One is micro environment and second is macro environment. In micro environment, organization, customer, competitors, market, suppliers, intermediaries come. And in macro environment, economical, political, legal, social, technological, and demographic factors comes. If we study about micro environment, we find out that micro comes under company, supplier, marketing intermediaries, customer, competitors, and public. And in macro, demographic forces, economic forces, natural forces, technological forces, political and cultural forces also come. Now we find out environmental scanning. Basically, it relates with an enterprise and the strength of resources and competitors, strength of company value chain, strength of supply chain strategy. And if find out determine the performance measure, then success of internal strategies and benchmarking function of internal strategies. How an organization comes out with the opportunity and threats, that has examined seven factors. First is आपका आता है डेमोग्राफिक फैक्टर्स, इकोनॉमिक फैक्टर्स, एम्प्लॉयमेंट फैक्टर, इंटरनेशनल फैक्टर, पॉलिटिकल फैक्टर, social factor and technological factor. After that, it comes the techniques of environmental scanning. First is SWOT analysis, in which we know the strength, weakness, opportunity, and threats of the company. Strength, weakness are considered as internal factors, whereas opportunity and threats are considered under external forces. In pest analysis, we find out political, economical, social, or technological analysis. Now the ETOP. ETOP means environmental threat, opportunity and profile. It helps organization to achieve Achieve what? To analyze the impact of environment based on threats and opportunities. Now, quest. What is quest? It stands for the quick environmental scanning technique. This technique basically designed to analyze the environment quickly and inexpensively so that business can focus on critical issues that have to be addressed in a short span. So, this was all for today. See you soon in our third lecture. Till then, goodbye, everyone.